So did you know there are more tiny bugs living inside your body than stars in the sky you can see at night? But don't worry, most of them are your friends. But sometimes when we take too many antibiotics, we chase away our bug buddies, and that can make us feel yucky later. Stay with me for this adventure, and I will show you how antibiotics can be heroes and troublemakers, and the 3 simple rules that keep your bug buddies happy for life. Antibiotics are medicines that fight bad bacteria, the ones that make us sick. Think of them as the superhero tool doctors use to fight strong bugs. They can save lives, and this is a big but, they can also knock out some tiny helpers that live in our bodies. Not all germs are bad. Some germs are good and we want them. Antibiotics can't fight everything, not viruses like the common cold, so we can use them only when a doctor says it's a bacteria problem. Inside your tummy and all over your body live tiny helpers called the microbiome. They are too small to see, but they do big jobs like helping you digest food, keeping you strong, and teaching your body how to fight bad germs. Imagine a garden. Good plants help the garden grow. The microbiome is like that garden. If we pull out the good plants, weeds can take over. Antibiotics sometimes pull out the good plants. Think of our belly like a garden. Lots of flowers, veggies, and butterflies working together. Now imagine a big weed spray comes in. It zaps the weeds, but oh no, it zaps some flowers too. That's what antibiotics do. They stop the bad germs, but sometimes they shrink the good ones too. So when the good bugs are gone, the garden looks empty. That means fewer helpers to chop food, fewer guards to fight off intruders, and fewer teachers to train your body's defenses. Your garden works, but not as well. And here's the tricky part. Sometimes the bad bugs come back, and they don't come back the same. They come back stronger, sneakier, or even in bigger groups, like weeds that grow back even tougher after you spray them. When the garden changes too much, your body's defense team, that's your immune system, gets puzzled. It may attack the wrong things or not attack when it should. That mix-up can cause problems later, like allergies, tummy pain, or feeling tired a lot. So antibiotics are like powerful weed spray. They are super useful when we really need them, but if we spray too often, the garden can lose balance. And balance is what keeps the garden healthy and strong for life. When a baby is born, their garden is just getting started. Imagine a brand new patch of soil, soft and ready for seeds. Every hug, every drop of milk, every moment helps plant tiny seeds of good bugs. These bugs teach the baby's body how to eat food, fight germs, and grow strong. But if the babies get lots of antibiotics too soon, it's like pulling out some seeds before they sprout. The garden can still grow, but maybe not as full or colorful. That means the body might miss some lessons it needs for later in life. Early life is like the blueprint for the whole garden. What happens in the first years sets the stage for how strong and balanced it will be as the baby grows. That's why doctors are super careful only using antibiotics for babies when it's truly needed, because planting the right seeds early means a healthier garden for the future. Scientists wanted to know what happens when kids get lots of antibiotics, and they found something interesting. Too many antibiotics don't just change the garden for today, they can change the garden for the future. So here are 3 things that showed up more often in kids who had many antibiotics early in life. First, they were more likely to carry extra weight. Second, they were more likely to have wheezy lungs like asthma. Third, they were more likely to have tummy troubles like stomach pain or messy digestion. Here's the key. 1 round of antibiotics usually isn't a big deal. Most kids bounce right back, but if it happens many times, especially when they're very young, the tiny changes can add up. Imagine stacking wobbly blocks. 1 block is fine, but keep stacking and the whole tower can lean. And when this happens to many kids, not just 1, it becomes a bigger health problem for everyone. A little wobble in 1 person can turn into a wave when it happens across the whole country. That's why scientists and doctors are watching closely to protect gardens everywhere. Doctors are like detectives. Sometimes they know for sure a child has a bacteria causing an ear infection or a big fever that needs antibiotic. Other times it's probably a virus and antibiotics won't help. As a parent or patient, it's okay to ask your doctor, is this definitively a bacterial infection? Can we test first? A good doctor will explain why they want antibiotics. Okay, we have learned a lot about antibiotics and our body's garden, but what can families actually do? Don't worry, I will make it super easy. There are 3 simple rules to remember. Think of them like garden rules. If you follow these 3, you will help your body's garden stay strong. Rule number 1, ask your doctor, do we really need antibiotics? Sometimes cold or runny noses are caused by viruses, and antibiotics don't work on viruses. So asking the question helps make sure you only use antibiotics when they are truly needed. Rule number 2, if your doctor says yes, the use of antibiotics exactly the way they tell you, don't stop early even if you start to feel better. Why? Because stopping too soon is like leaving weeds in the garden. They can grow back even stronger. Rule number 3, after antibiotics, help the good bugs grow again. And how do we do that? By feeding them good bugs. By feeding them. So good bugs love healthy foods like fruits, veggies, beans, and yogurt. Every time you eat these, it's like giving your garden sunshine and water. So that's it. 3 easy rules. Ask the question, follow directions, feed the bugs. If families do these 3 things, they will protect their garden today and for years to come. Remember how we said the good bugs in your belly are like gardeners, guards, and teachers? Well, even bugs get hungry. So what you eat feeds them. If you give them junk food, they don't get much energy. But if you give them the right food, they cheer, grow, and help your garden blossom. Here are some of their favorite foods. Fruits like apples, bananas, and berries. Veggies like carrots, broccolis, and leafy greens. Beans and lentils. Whole grains like oats and brown rice. And special helpers like yogurt and kefir, which already have tiny good bugs inside. The secret ingredient is something called fiber. Fiber is like bug fuel. Humans can't digest it, but our good bugs can. They munch on it, and in return, they make tiny super nutrients that help our bodies stay healthy. Now, the garden doesn't like too much sugar, soda, or ultra junk food. Those things can make the weeds grow faster instead of the flowers. A little treat is fine, but too much can throw off the balance. So families can help by making small swaps. Swap soda for water with lemon. Swap chips for crunchy carrots. Swap white bread for whole wheat. Tiny changes equals big smiles for your good bugs. So here's the big idea. Every meal is a chance to feed your good bugs. The more you feed them the foods they love, the stronger your garden gets. And a stronger garden equals healthier, happier you. So let's pause for a super important reminder that antibiotics are not the enemy. In fact, they are heroes when we need them most. If someone has a very bad infection, like pneumonia with high fever, a deep wound that's spreading, or something really scary called sepsis, antibiotics can step in like superheroes and save the day. Think about it. Before antibiotics were discovered, even small cuts or sore throats could turn dangerous. Today, thanks to antibiotics, people survive things that used to be deadly. That's why doctors still trust and use them when the danger is real. But here's the catch. If we use antibiotics too often, even when we don't need them, it's like calling superheroes for tiny jobs. They get tired and the villains learn new tricks. Then when the big fight comes, it's harder for the heroes to win. So what's the lesson? Balance. Antibiotics are amazing and life-saving when truly needed. But we also need to be careful, only using them when they can really help. That way, the superhero medicine stays strong, ready for the big battle. So remember, antibiotics are powerful friends. We are not saying to stop them, we're saying to protect them. So when you and your family really need their superpowers, they will be ready to save the day. Let's play rapid fire. I say the hint, you say the answer in your head. Ready? If you remember one thing today, remember the 3 rules. They help you and your family stay healthy now and later. Here are 3 little steps you can take after this video. Number one, if someone in your family is sick, ask the doctor if antibiotics are needed. Number two, fill the medicine exactly as the doctor says. Finish the course if told. Number three, add more fruits, veggies, and yogurt to your meals to help the good bugs grow. If you like this video and want a short printable handouts for the fridge or a kid-friendly poster to teach children these rules, click the button below. Thanks for watching. Take care of your tiny helpers. They will take care of you. Thank you.